5 is 1 in the 6. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Once again, it's time to bleed. Daniel Mitchell. DeLand James. King Jr. Alfred, what up? Viva tu vida. Iron Levant. John Corno. Tay-Tay. Salute, sis. Anwar Willis. Jay Walt. And Banks. Tanisha the Young Goddess, salute. Cam So Smooth, Duke Todd. Prolific One. Thank Father. The Brothers UK, salute to you, family. Ghetto Life Boxing. Kenyatta Ali. Mr. Finesse. Eric Holt. Bumpy Thompson. Mr. P. Depps. Terry Smoot. What's good, y'all? Pink Meadows, Bruce Goals, MP, what the fuck? What up? See the family sliding there. Yeah. Expert Genius. Salute. Jay West, what's going on? Tab Investments. Terry Smooth says, can't wait for August 14th. Yeah, me neither. Great date. Showtime Major, salute. Let's get started. Because Robert Singleton was good. I was on the phone with Tay Jones last night. You know, we was just chopping it up. And we just talk about how real things get, man. Sean, Anthony Bolton, Gregory X, salute. J Real Live. And I said, you know, I think it's important that, you know, we remind people where we're at. Where we are at. Outlaw Jr., salute. And I think the timing is perfect because, you know, we as Black people, and let me be very clear. Race will be discussed on this show. So if you're non-Black, and when we talk about the issues in our community, within our community and how we are treated, if that makes you uncomfortable, it's okay to leave. It's okay to leave. If it makes you uncomfortable, I suggest you leave. Because the purpose of this live stream is not to disrespect anyone else, but just point out pure facts. Okay? All right? Any trolls pop up today, I'm not entertaining them because I need to get through this. Just bop them on the head and get them out of there. Ramel Lane, salute. Wayman Davis, salute. Okay? So, I don't even know how to say your name, I'm sorry. Maricia, Micheline, salute. Hard Body, J. Timo, salute. Yeah, that's right. They're going to get mad regardless, so whatever. King Vonnie, what up? All right, so, and I don't understand. Sylvester Street, what up, man? I don't even understand why they would get mad, other than the fact that at some point in their boxing lives, they had a problem with these three men on the screen. Let me just go on by saying this. I want you guys to remove all three of these men's personal lives I see the family coming in. Pete, JC, Jay Gibson, C Love, Retros for Life. I see you. I see all you fellas. I see the family. Ladies and gentlemen, I see the family. I'm about to cook on this right now. These three men are great. I don't care what your personal feelings are towards them. And I'm going to prove something. I'm going to prove it. Okay? These three men on the screen are great. All right? I am not talking about what anyone has done outside the ring, but I'm going to make a point. I'm going to prove a point. And I know the haters are watching. All right? Pay attention. Because right now I got these three faces on here, these three champions on here. All right? Yeah, that's right, Terry. All of them are Hall of Famers. I have all three faces on here. But you see the title of the video, right? The title of this live is Three Men. Right? Three men. Right? Different fighters, different principles, same treatment. Where's the lie? Three men, different principles, same treatment. Let's start with Floyd Mayweather, because he's the most popular one. All right? Floyd Mayweather grew up hard, and that's well documented. I recall him in an interview saying that he watched his father, Floyd Sr., sell his mother drugs. Did I mishear that? Or who else heard him say that? I heard him say that, and I couldn't believe it. That was crazy. Salute to Don Most in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, respect Drew in the truck, listening every morning. Appreciate you, black man. I appreciate you, family. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I'm just contributing to the machine. I'm contributing to the LDBC. And as Blue says it, Black Media Row. If we're not so popular, why is everyone trying to shun us? You understand? So I appreciate you, family. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, my brother. Go subscribe to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. We have a mission for him. Sidebar, we have a mission for him. A little bit more, and he reached that 1K. Julie Hines, salute. Let's get that brother over 1,000. Over 1,000. Let's get him to 1,000 in 50. Let's do it by the end of the week. Cadillac Red and them boys. Put your link in the chat, brother. We're family here. I don't know everything, and trust me, I listen to everybody's content on here, and I learn something every day. I'm not a know-it-all. I just know what I know. The Supreme Beast has a great show. BSing on the Beltway. I'm trying to clean up my language. I'm trying. Pat myself on the back. Yeah, I know Rampage. There's 7 dislikes. But they here, though. And as I'm cooking on this issue, watch how insensitive they be. Because I'm talking about these 3 black athletes. And I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about these 3 black athletes, and I'm going to make a point. But they're going to take their time to disrupt the classroom because they need Prozac. All right, back in my day, there wasn't anything called Prozac. The remedy for a kid acting up in the classroom or acting up at home was this. That's how I came up. And then they want to give kids pills and stuff, whatever. But they want to disrupt the class because they're selfish. But whatever. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather, he said, I watched my dad sell my mom drugs. I was like, oh, man. And he grew up in the Michigan area. And He had a hard life. All right. His uncle and his father, pro fighters, they did enough for us to know who they were, but they never really broke that ceiling for us to like say, oh my God, Hall of Famers. You know, they never really did that, but we knew who they were. And Floyd grew up in the gym. All he did was focus on his craft, and it showed. Darren Cummings, you're never late. As long as you show up, you're never late. Kai, salute. Mr. Finesse, salute. Hit the like button. And Floyd's focus was that gym because he made a decision at a young age. Education is okay, but in my mind, I don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. But I'm looking at this fight game, quick money. Malik Jackson, salute. Main event Mark. Chief Real Rap, salute, fam. And he said, you know what? I think this right here is my ticket out of here. And he took that route. And without getting all through the stuff in between, CB Sports, salute. Without getting into all the stuff in between, Floyd put in work. And every time you saw Floyd, how many times did he come in the fight out of shape? I didn't say overweight. Because as soon as I say overweight, the 7 trolls that hit the dislike button, they're going to fly in here. Oh, he came in overweight against Marquez. No. He came in overweight and he paid for it. I said, when was the last time you ever seen Floyd come into a fight out of shape? In a pro fight. I'm not talking about that fight against a Japanese kid because he came in there looking soft, but that was an exhibition and you saw what happened. You still saw what happened. When have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather coming out of shape? Bambino, salute. Never. I heard a story about Lamont, salute. I heard a story. I'm gonna tell you exactly who I heard it from. The brother Carsino. The brother Carsino told this story years ago. Go, salute, Raymond Hughes. He told this story years ago. Y'all remember when Carsino used to, talk boxing? And shout out to Carsino. I'm the sub to Carsino for the better part of a decade. 88 Sports Talk, salute. And I remember him telling the story because he's close to the camp. And he said I believe there was a sparring partner. And the kid was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I don't see the big deal about Floyd, something. And he came into the gym. And he was watching Floyd train. And this is when he was Money Mayweather. And Floyd was in there training like he only had $8 in the bank account. And he had everything to lose. With a smile on his face, just training. You know those sit-ups he does when you stand all the way up? And he said, and Carsino said, the fella saw that and then backed off like, nah, I ain't, basically, I don't want none of that. I said, wow. And you know what? I believe that's a true story. I mean, y'all could call him a liar or whatever, but I believe that's true. You know why? Because it showed in the ring. I think Floyd, being that he grew up in a boxing family, I think he understood that that's all he has. He's not the most educated. They clown him for that. But how do y'all feel to the haters? How do y'all feel? It's funny how the universe works. How do y'all feel knowing that a man that can't read the best is worth $500 million? And all of us got to go to work. I never made fun of him because of that. Never did that. How y'all feel? I already know how y'all feel. I'm just asking a question. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Look at that little white guy. He's a nerd. Oh, he got big glasses. He's so goddamn frail and da 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 da. Bro, you know that's Bill Gates. All the technology that you're using in your household, he probably has something to do with. Watch your mouth. So I think Floyd made the right decision going in the direction of boxing, because he was the face of boxing for the better part of a decade. And he did that through work ethic. And he created a character, Money Mayweather. And he did it. Money Mayweather was born when he fought a Toro Gatti. I remember watching it. He said it in the interview. Robert Singleton, in that super chat, he said, anybody that's wealthy has genius in them. And this is true, unless they hit lotto. You know, and this is true. Salute to you, family. Appreciate it. That's true. So Floyd made his own way. And he created this character. And people hated him for it. But it translated into dollars. And mission accomplished. And he ruffled so many feathers that you got a lot of people saying, oh, yeah, well, when he loses his money, I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Oh, he's so arrogant. When the other ethnicity refers to successful black people as arrogant, you know what they're really calling us. He's so arrogant. I can't. Oh, man, those rappers, they're so arrogant. Luther Vandross, he was so arrogant. I saw him at an event one day, and he was just standing there looking so arrogant. Luther Vandross? You know, somebody said that to me. It was a white lady. I just looked at her like, wow. You didn't even ask him for an autograph. You didn't ask for a picture. He was just standing there, and, you know, he's Ulama M. Salute. Luther Vandross is arrogant? Really? So you was just standing there, and he was taking pictures with everybody else and smiling, and he even sang a note. The man slipped the jab, salute. The man is worth millions of dollars. He gets paid for his time. His voice is worth millions of dollars, but he shows up to an event that he showed up for a personal friend. And this is just a sidebar real quick. He just shows up because a friend, you know, said, yo, I'm going to be somewhere, and da-da-da-da. And then he just popped up. And it was like, is that Luther Vandross? He's like, yeah, yeah, you know, that's a friend of mine. You know, I ain't asked him to show up. He just showed up, and people just started taking pictures. They had disposable, this is back in the day, you know, the disposable cameras. And this woman is telling this story about how he was arrogant. And I'm listening. Like, he shows up to a place he had no business. He didn't know was no announcement. Crush the legend. Salute. 88 Sports Talk. Aaron Jordan. And he shows up to see somebody else had nothing to do with what was going on. And everyone says, oh, Luther Vandross, let's take a picture. And they, back in the day, the selfies were these disposable cameras they sold at Rite Aid. And he took pictures and smiled. And I'm listening to her story. I said, okay, he was taking pictures, he was smiling. And she's bothered by this dude because he was just standing there smiling. And then sometime during the event, he did a bar from one of his songs. I don't know. And I'm like, well, it's two things I'm hearing. It sounds like you sound angry that the attention was not on you. Or if it wasn't on you in the first place, you sound angry that the attention was on him. And you're just jealous of that. And you call him arrogant? Did you even attempt to get a picture with him? You didn't say he didn't decline any pictures or no pictures, no pictures. No. He's Luther Vandross. I'm sure wherever he goes, he's going to get that. You got to read in between the lines. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for the punchline here. I'm waiting for her to say, well, somebody asked for an autograph. He said no, or rolled his eyes at somebody. Didn't do any of that. She just said, he was just standing there. He just seemed so arrogant to me. Okay. Translation. That black man walked in, took over the room with his presence. Everyone stopped what they were doing It turned into the Luther show. He said hello to a friend of his and then sang a bar and didn't know. And I asked her, did y'all ask him to sing anything? No. No, I'm sorry. Did y'all ask him to sing anything and he declined? No. Some woman said, oh, I love that song. Da, 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 da. He said, oh, okay, I got you. And then he sang it. Luther is one of the best voices known to man. Rest in power, King. And this woman found fault in that. Does this sound familiar? There's a reason why I'm sharing that story. Does this sound familiar? Tucson Erickson, salute in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, morning, Unc. Blessings, LDBC. Shout out to you, family. Salute to Simon Bridgman in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says, salute, Drew, LDBC, and family. Really appreciative of the work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, I appreciate you being here. Watch a salute. What I just shared with you, that's a real story, by the way. That woman at that time was a police lieutenant, by the way. NYPD. But whatever. That was Luther Vandross walking in a room that he had no business being there. He wasn't paid. He wasn't paid to be at that event. He wasn't being paid. But I want you to understand something. Dig this here, man. What did Luther do to that woman to deserve that attitude? Nothing. Now, Floyd Mayweather, I get it. He created this persona the night he beat up a Toro Gaddy. He created this persona and ran with it. Okay? And I get it. I get the hate for Floyd Mayweather. What didn't help him was the things outside the ring. He never raped anybody. He never killed anybody. He had a little beef with his baby mama. And before the story even hit, there was 1,000,001 videos on YouTube. And 99.99999% of them were from people that didn't like him any goddamn way. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I don't care what he has to say. I don't care what he has to say. I don't care what she has to say. I don't care. No, I don't care about any of it. Huh? All this bad press about Floyd Mayweather. Y'all know Manny Pacquiao got kids out of wedlock? You don't know that? You know, it's okay. That's right, Mr. Finesse. Do y'all know who John McEnroe is? The tennis player? If you don't know who he is, Google him. And you know why he was famous? Good tennis player. But this guy would have meltdowns during a tennis match. That's what he was known for. Okay? Manny Pacquiao was out there. Let's just say that. But I don't want to take it in that direction. I'm just making a comparison because you can't mention Floyd without mentioning him. Well, to some people, I can't. But with Floyd, that persona, people literally wanted him to die. That's what they did with Floyd Mayweather. They wanted him to die. They were like, oh, I can't stand this guy, anything about him. I can't stand him. You know, Floyd retired 50-0, as we know. And we critiqued his career. You know. We critiqued his career. There were some things that I wanted to see him do that he didn't do. But that doesn't overshadow what he's done. Okay? Now, the Floyd Money Mayweather character ruffled a lot of feathers. It didn't bother me because it was a what? Character. I didn't care. All that talking and jiving that he does, all I used to say was, look, when he gets in the ring, I just want him to win. I just want him to win. And he did that. And they hated him for it. And you couldn't have a conversation, a boxing conversation about Floyd Mayweather without people bringing up what he does outside the ring, which was really nothing in comparison to what a lot of athletes have done. Do y'all know Jim Leyritz, former New York Yankee? I remember I was on the 4 train, and the number 4 train stops at 161st Street. The stop is Yankee Stadium. And some of the Yankees, when they go into practice, you will see them on the train. And Jim Leyritz used to walk around with a cowboy hat. Be on the train sometimes, like, oh, there go Jim Leyritz, the catcher. Well, Google him. That guy took his car and ran over a woman and I think her kid. Was it DUI or something? Dogs, that was barely in the news. Isn't there a rapist in the NFL? Roethlisberger? Am I missing something? I didn't hear. I gotta hear everything about Floyd Mayweather smacking around his baby mama and then hopping a fence to get away. And he can't read and all this other stuff. I gotta hear all of this. Meanwhile, you got rapists running around the NFL. Huh? I gotta hear all of this stuff. But Floyd was the worst. Xavier, what up? But Floyd is the worst person in the world. And when I tell people, please keep it boxing, they can't. They think that they can have an educated conversation about Floyd Mayweather with me. Because they always veer off of, oh, he throws money in the screen. And, yeah, okay. All right, fine. So Floyd's an asshole. Never mind what he's done in the ring. Never mind that. Okay? So he's an asshole. Fine. Oh, he's retiring. I'm glad to see him go. Fine. Fine. Shout out to Tim TV and that super chat. Much love and appreciation. You say, yo, Titan, you have have you and Blue ever thought about doing an LDBC gathering for the brothers and sisters in the East? Yeah, we have. And the weather's nice out. So stay tuned. We're definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. A lot of us are out here. Viva Tu Vida's out here. Ack Reacher, the Jab Jamboree. Go subscribe to the Jab Jamboree. Night Court. He out here. Kurt's right over here in Jersey. I could run over there and pick him up. But we putting something together. Stay tuned. Yeah. So, yeah. Stormy was good. Oh, we going to get to it. We're going to get to it. So, F. Floyd, right? I mean, the Trump thing and all lives matter and, forget that. I'm Gucci. You can't tell me where to shop. And okay, yeah. So, yeah, all right. Floyd's an a-hole. Fine. Okay. Then there's Andre Ward. The complete and polar opposite. No doubt. The complete and total opposite of Floyd Mayweather. This is a Christian man. Hella skills. All right. Andre Ward is a complete and total beast in that ring. And he proved it in every fight. Gold medalist. Y'all remember the Super Six? Y'all remember that? I mean, hey, man, they told me Floyd was arrogant and getting cocky when he said, I'm fighting Janelle Hernandez. Oh, he ain't gonna beat Janelle Hernandez. What'd he do? Fast forward to Andre Ward. Oh, well, he's not active enough. He's not? Watch this. Salute to Mr. Finesse in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says, salute my brother Drew. Y'all please listen to Champ Side episode tonight about Wilder and Fury and listen to my call goes right with Drew's live right now. Definitely, family. Definitely. We fucks with Champ Side. Press 1. Press 1 is translation is amen. Press 1. That's my dude. Andre, Olympic gold medalist, won the Super 6. Is anybody he didn't fight at 160? I'm sorry, at 168? No. He cleaned shit up. And what did he get in return? He don't fight enough. He's always injured. Basically, the media ripped him too. The people he used to do broadcasts with on HBO, remember HBO Boxing? They didn't respect him. Do y'all remember, I don't know, he's hanging out at 168 and, a guy by the name of Gennady Golovkin says, I'm coming to 168 to fight, drum roll, Cesar Chavez Jr. And Andre said, no. You come to 168, you fighting me. You fighting him. Him for what? Just to say you did it? What did I say about legacy padding? Just to do things to say you did it. Didn't matter if Chavez Jr. had a belt or not, but if Triple G went up to 168 and beat up on somebody at 168, on his legacy, they just say he did it. He says, no, come up here and fight me. He backed off. Then he tried to do it again. And Ward said, no, mofo. I told you, if you come up to 168, I'm going to be on your bumper. He never went to 168. What was the result of that? Why are you bullying little Triple G? Why are you bullying little Triple G? You're a bully. Andre, you ain't fight nobody. You're always hurt. You're not active enough. Why you want to fight Triple G? He's smaller than you. You should move up. You already won the Super 6. I just told you he won the Super 6. I mean, I don't know. He won the Super 6 and, now you want him to move? You already won the Super 6. Just a second ago, it didn't matter. Now watch this. I say one of Andre Ward's major credentials is the Super 6. They tell me, oh, it was such a long time ago. No one cares. But in the same breath, they'll tell me one of the reasons why Vasyl Lomachenko is great is because he had 1,000,001 amateur wins. I'm confused. What came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first? The Super 6 or those 1,000,001 amateur wins from Vasyl Lomachenko? I'm sure Vasyl Lomachenko's career as an amateur was about maybe 5, 6, 7 years before that Super 6 tournament. So I'm confused. That's okay on a resume, but a Super 6 at a professional level is not okay, and it's a long time ago. You could brush that off? That's what you're doing to Andre Ward? Wow. Oh, well. So what Dre did, he said, okay, ain't nothing left for me at 168. I'm going to go ahead to 175. And he did 3 things. First fight he had at 175 was against Sullivan Barrera, whom was highly ranked. I don't remember where he was ranked, but he was a highly ranked guy. He was a legitimate guy. Legitimate. Dropped him like in the first or second round. It went on to win. He went on and he won. He won. And then the Kovalev thing. This is the crusher. Killed a man in the ring. Known racist, but whatever. And what did Dre do? He got dropped in the first round. He didn't do nothing wrong. It's just that Kovalev, he got caught in an exchange. Kovalev landed first. He got up and he did enough to win the fight. And what happened? Everyone got mad. Son of judges. Remember that? Son of judges. Remember that? What did Dre say? All right, I'll do it again. He does it again. And last I saw in that rematch, Kovalev got in trouble off of a right hand to the face. And you ask anyone in Kovalev's camp, he don't like it to the body. He's an alcoholic and he don't like it to the body. And Dre stopped him. 20 weeks before the bell rang, he says, this right here is good. And he points right at the belt line. All of those shots right at the belt line or above. He lost. And Dre rode off into the sunset. But you can find a bunch of negative people say about that man. Now, what's the difference between Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward? What's the difference? Oh, wait, better question. What do they have in common? How is it that they received an equal amount of hate? I didn't just get here on YouTube like the other day, man. I was here for all of it. His own co-workers picked Kovalev to beat him. These are the guys you commentate with, man. Really? Okay. All good. Speaking of Kovalev, this guy's getting into trouble all over the place. On airplanes, he's kicking dogs. He's beating our American white women. He's beating our American white women. He's beating our American white women and hasn't been deported. Because when you say deportation, when I say the term deportation, immediately a Mexican pops in your mind. Immediately. Do you know there are people here from all around the world walking around America right now that aren't supposed to be here? They have no green card. Hey, newsflash. There's a block right here in the Bronx called Katona Avenue. That's an Irish neighborhood. I'm talking not just Irish. I'm talking about off the boat Irish. Off the boat Irish. Like when they speak, you have to listen carefully. Like, what do you say? Off the boat Irish. And I know for a fact, some of them don't have working permits. They don't have green cards. They don't need to be here. They're not supposed to be here, but they're here. And they're walking around with their construction stuff off. They're doing carpenter work over here. They're working under the radar like every other person does. I'm not saying they're committing any crimes or nothing like that, but they're trying to find their way. But if they do one thing wrong, they're supposed to get deported. But when I say deportation and immigrants and deportation, immediately you think of a brown person. You don't think of the redhead on Katona Avenue putting up sheetrock. You don't think of that. Conditioning, right? Same thing with the Asians, those people riding around on the bikes. Some of them legally aren't supposed to be here. Some of them. Everyone's trying to find their way here. And I'm not saying that they're criminals. They're trying to find their way. So you look at Andre Ward, you look at Floyd Mayweather. We know what they have in common. But these are two polar opposite people. Career-wise, in the ring, similar in the ring, similar as far as being successful. Out of the ring, completely different. How is Andre Ward receiving the same hatred out of the ring that Floyd Mayweather was receiving? I don't know. Kovalev should have been deported. Kovalev should have been all over the news. Had a DUI, if I'm not mistaken. He's beating up chicks, kicking dogs, harassing women, and he's a married man. When they caught him at that woman's house, and the police, because he did that and then came back. He did that and then came back. And when they found him, he had like they said, an unusually large amount of money in his pocket, which means he probably was going over there to pay this woman off, to shut her up. He's a married man, by the way. He put a shirt on of a monkey on his kid and said, "This is Adonis Stevens." Now here's the funny part. Here's the funny part. You cannot find one mugshot of Kovalev online. I haven't found it. Maybe something's changed in the last 24 hours, but I've been looking for it for a while. I can't find it. If you can find it, let me know. I could find Michael Vick. I can't find Jim Leyritz. I could find Floyd Mayweather's. I can't even find Oscar's. But I'm gonna tell you what was real funny. You know, we're clowning BoxRec right now because one of the major things when Tyson Fury said, the fight's happening, ESPN reported it, and you go to BoxRec and it said Anthony Joshua next fight, and they had a date there, but it was in yellow and it said bout subject to change, and I got hit with a landslide of trolls on Instagram, and in on my comments on my old videos, the fight's happening, enjoy Charles Martin. We will if it had to go that way. What do you got to say now, Drew? I said, tomorrow's Monday. That's all I said to them. Tomorrow's Monday. With a smile face. Tomorrow's Monday. And now I got hit with a landslide of stuff. I said, tomorrow's Monday. BFTB in the building. Tomorrow's Monday. And what do I always say? Time reveals all truth. And what happened? Well, Kovalev, no mugshot. Oscar De La Hoya, no mugshot. Jim Leyritz, no mugshot. But BoxRec, I'm listening to the barbershop. Shout out to Fred, Barbershop Conversations. And he says, do you know that we went to BoxRec and they got Shakur Stevenson's mugshot as his profile pic on BoxRec now? I said, what? So I went and I looked, I said, that's not the picture that was there the other day. Because you remember Shakur Stevenson had this altercation at a gas station and it got physical. He can't do things like that. He's a pro fighter. Thank you, Mr. Finesse. Jim Lampley. Marv Albert likes to bite women and dress in drag and choke himself. Crazy. So I said, why the hell did they do that? So what Fred started, he was like, well, we need to write letters. Now, I'm not sure. I think like I don't know how BoxRec works, like as far as Wikipedia. If you go to Wikipedia and you look up something and you know the information is false, you can put the correct information in there. You can alter a Wikipedia thing. Like I say, okay, I'm looking for this album, and this album was released in 1974. And you're like, no, that's wrong. Because I have the album right here, it says 1975. You can go in there somehow and change the information. I don't know how, I guess BoxRec works the same way. So what I was told was somebody went in there and changed the picture back to him smiling. And then somebody went back and put back the mugshot and blocked the person that changed it. So we had to write emails. And I did it that night in real time. Why are y'all allowing this kid's mugshot to be his profile pic on his boxing record? And I don't know how long it took them, but they eventually changed it. Salute the box fans in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Mr. Fish says, Kellerman admitted to slapping his wife. Oh, well, so young and so violent. Damn that rap music, because he used to rap. Rumble, young boy, rumble. Remember that? That's Max Kellerman. I ain't forget that, dude. Train wreck. Google it. YouTube it. Max Kellerman was a rapper. Google it. He loved us for a long time. Anyway. So we had to write emails. We flooded them with emails. And they changed it. Now, why was that changed to his mugshot in the first place? Now, even if I had time to behave like that, and I wanted to put Kovalev's mugshot as his profile on BoxRec, how about this? I don't even have it because no one could find it. Why is that? Speaking of Kovalev, when you mention Kovalev, remember when him and Adonis Stevenson was mentioned in the same sentence? The fight that we wanted? You know what I had to hear? Mr. King Palmer. Nazi, what up? You know what I had to hear? Oh, Adonis was a pimp. He used to abuse women. He should burn in hell. I'm like, hold on. If you're going to root for Kovalev, just say that. Why are you trying to drag Adonis through the dirt? Okay, fine. He's a pro fighter now. He's repented. In real time right now, Kovalev is a racist and everything else. So what are we talking about? Salute to Taylor Bell in that super chat. He said, good morning and hope you have a great day. You too. Much love and appreciation. Syria, salute, family. So I'm like, why are we talking about these guys' personal stuff? Because if we want to talk about it, let's talk about it all the way. Let's talk about it all the way. Talk about the skill set in the ring and why you want Kovalev to win, fine. Talk about why you think he'll beat Adonis Stevenson or Andre Ward or whoever he was fighting. Just don't start bringing up personal stuff. Because this guy's not a saint. So we got Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, opposites. Now, we all know Ward pissed us off with his comments. I never asked y'all to root for me. I never asked for y'all support. All right, Trey, you had it though. And never mind the fact that we supported you because you was black. We supported you. We didn't cap for you because everything we said about you was true. You didn't get enough credit. You didn't get the shine that we felt you deserved. You were forced to go up to 175 to fight Kovalev, and we glad you did it and was triumphant. And they protected Triple G from you. And it was wrong. You didn't ask us to do it, but it was the correct thing to do, and we did it. So fine. You don't fucks with us? Fine. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay. So now we got Deontay Wilder, the man of the hour. heavyweight fighter. Well, I think he's a heavyweight. He's kind of skinny to be a heavyweight, right? Skinny legs. Skinny legs. He should be in the NBA. Boom, knockout. Oh, I don't like how he throws the punch. Boom, knockout. Oh, his skill set. Boom, knockout. Oh, I don't like his attitude. Boom, knockout. Oh, I watched him spar against David Haye, and David Haye beat him up. Boom, knockout. Oh, I don't think he's going to beat Bermane Stiverne. It's going to stop. Boom. Won the WBC title. Oh, I'm missing something very important. Who's this, y'all? I want the WBC title back in the family. It belongs to us, and it is my sworn duty to get the WBC championship back into the family from Bermane Stiverne. Bermane loses it to Deontay. What happened? Who's that, y'all? Who's that, y'all? Somebody ain't want no smoke. I know Deontay was game, but somebody ain't want no smoke. He wanted that WBC strap real bad. Until D got a hold of it. They said, Vlad, that American, the skinny American with all the tattoos. I think I have surgery in the morning. I mean, you're a doctor. I mean, you know you're a surgeon. Bye-bye. Pew. Wait, y'all thought we didn't pick that up? Y'all thought we didn't peep that? We peeped that. D's on record saying, yeah, I sparred with him. I know some things. He was game. We know D was game. Vlad wasn't. And yes, here come the trolls. Watch this. Vladimir Klitschko ducked Deontay Wilder. Uh-oh. You know who he didn't duck, though? Anthony Joshua. Because he knew he had a better chance of winning. He knew he had a better chance of beating Anthony Joshua. And he almost did it. Almost did it. But enter Deontay Wilder. He can't punch. He can't throw a proper punch. He swings wild. His last name fits his style. Mark Breland. I'm ashamed of Mark Breland because with his pedigree, I'm shocked that he can't train this guy to throw a proper punch. Remember that? Remember that? And what did we do? Leave Mark alone. He knows what he's doing. You're complaining, and every time I turn around, this guy's knocking somebody out. Oh, his resume sucks. He ain't fight nobody. Who do you want to see him fight? He ain't fight nobody. His resume sucks. He ain't fight nobody. Wait a minute. To have 10 title defenses, you had to be fighting guys highly ranked. It's not our fault that you don't pay attention to detail. You want us to do all the work for you. And then when we do the work for you and say, oh, look, no, that's not true. You just like a kid. Don't want to eat the vegetables. I don't believe it. Well, fine. You ain't got to believe it. It's in black and white. You ain't got to believe it. So we defended Mark Breland. We definitely defended Deontay. What is Deontay Wilder's crime in any? He got off a delivery truck and he decided, look, I'm getting off this delivery truck because I'm not going to be able to pay my daughter's life. I'm not going to be able to pay for my daughter's life with a basic salary. So I think I'm going to go throw some punches and knock people out. I think I'm good at it. X amount of years later, millions of dollars later, I think he's exceeded expectations. Because if you listen to the haters, he was supposed to get knocked out 5 fights into his career. I followed the whole career, man. He was supposed to get knocked out 5 fights into his career. What is Deontay Wilder's crime? He's a family man. All right? Oh, wait a minute. I know. He's pro-black. Not only that, the other 2 men I mentioned, Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather, y'all know that term jealousy? Floyd Mayweather grew up in the gym. He's great at what he did. His only shortcoming is that as a grown-ass man, he only grew to like 5'6" and has to eat to be 147. He has to eat food. Don't blame Deontay, blame genetics. But you made $500 million. You was the face of boxing for a better part of a decade. Why are you mad? I don't know. Andre Ward. I don't think Deontay gonna want any more of that. Bro. And then we mention things like remaining on code. Oh, don't talk to me about no remaining on code. Don't talk to me about remaining on code. Okay. All right. I'll ask Andre Ward. Go on your phone and find a mugshot of Sergey Kovalev. And when you can't find it, I want you to tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why they dragged your name through the mud. And this guy keeps getting in trouble legally. And he's not even American. You can ignore this if you want, but it's real. If you're about to crash up your car and you do this, just because you don't see the accident, that don't mean it's not about to happen, dummy. So again, I ask you, what is Deontay Wilder's crime? Not in any legal trouble. He's a family man. He's in a division that matters. And by the way, I dare anyone to find a fight. I challenge anyone to find a fight that he entered where he was the heavier guy. He's knocking guys out on average that outweigh him 20 to 40 pounds. He's knocking people into seizures. Shout out to Sergey Lahovich. So I don't understand. By the way, dude, I found you. When you use this internet, you open up through a door. I'll deal with you. Let me get off that. I found him. Found him yesterday. Yo, you want me to show my abs? Huh? You want me to show my abs? Is that what it is? I got a six-pack. How you look pregnant and you a man? Anyway. So you got with Deontay Wilder is dealing with hate from us, the community, from his peers. He's dealing with hate within the boxing community. He's dealing with media hate. Now, let me go through this real quick. Let me go through this real quick. The media. Let me share my screen. Shout out to Champside because he brought this to my attention. This writer, Lyle Fitzsimmons. Just when you thought it was safe to get excited about a heavyweight fight, back comes Deontay Wilder. Now let me stop right there for a second. Deontay Wilder is the most exciting heavyweight in our division, in our generation right now. Okay? And there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. 90+% KO ratio. What do you mean? Oh, Tyson Fury has boxing skills. Yeah, he does. But excuse me. We just came off of 20+ years of Floyd Mayweather, 10 of those years in which, how many knockouts he had? What, Ricky Hatton? Victor Ortiz, Victim Ortiz. I call him Victim. He was just another victim. Who they complained about. They wanted to reverse that call and suspend him and kick him out of the sport for that. But those punches were within the guidelines of the rules. But we came off of 10 years of Floyd Mayweather being boring. Remember that? So now you have a heavyweight in Tyson Fury, who got his eye cut up by a guy on guard. I never heard of Otto Wallin prior to him fighting him. All I know is that he almost stopped him. I said, whoa. And it was that Tyson Fury. I said, that Fury cannot get into the ring with Deontay Wilder. He's going to get murdered. But we didn't foresee the cheating. But here's the funny part. The funny part is this clown, Lyle Fitzsimmons. Let me read on. According to Monday's reports, are favorable to Team Wilder anyway. Ruling from an arbitrator means WBC champ Tyson Fury must face his two-time foe in a trilogy bout by mid-September, surely scuttling a would-be August unification with Anthony Joshua that had been made official over the weekend. So unless Fury and Wilder make some sort of alternate arrangement, we'll all be watching part 3 of their rivalry by summer's end. Lest anyone forget, the two men fought to a draw in December of 2018 in a meeting best remembered for Fury's zombie-like rise from the man. In order for him to rise like a zombie, he had to have been knocked on his ass in the first place. Am I right? Am I missing something? That was exciting, was it not? Okay, great. The rematch came 14 months later. Now, let me stop right there for a second. The reason why the rematch came 14 months later was because instead of taking the immediate rematch, Bob Arum stepped in and took him in another direction. You hear that, Andre? You hear that? Oh, I don't think he's going to want anything. I don't think he's going to want any more of that. Right after the fight, I think Ellie Setback asked Deontay, what do you want to do? He said, I want to run it back. I think he said it in the parking lot. Immediately. And what did Fury do? He ran off and had 2 fights. Signed an ESPN deal, which he's in the red with right now. He's in the red. Bob Arum wants his money back. Did y'all really think this fight with AJ was going to happen? Bob Arum wants his money back. I mean, if there was a loophole out of that contract, he'd have did it. But documentation beats conversation. And there was a contract. There was an agreement. All of these lies y'all told. Y'all understand the rematch came 14 months later because Fury didn't want to run it back. The rematch came 14 months later in February of 2020 and was nowhere near as dramatic unless you found Wilder's torrent of excuse of a 7-round KO. Erasure, particularly, I'm getting mad reading this shit. So we're making excuses as if they didn't see what we saw. I'm looking for a specific part that he says. I'm pointing out something here it is. Let me highlight it. As further proof of my nimbleness, I've become a card-carrying member of Team Fury this time. Not only do I think he wins the trilogy fight, but I think he does so just as easily as he did in the sequel. Okay? He's a card-carrying member of Fury this time. Card-carrying member of Fury this time. Card-carrying member of Fury this time. This is an American journalist. And he's not the only one. Oh, I'm just keeping it boxing. How many articles did you see anybody from Boxing Scene or ESPN this whole time mention anything about an arbitration? Where did you hear anything about an arbitration? The fight signed. Did he win arbitration? They're fighting. He's going to fight in December. Carlos Takam, Caballero. Did he win arbitration? Oh, it's happening in the 14th of August. Did he win the arbitration? Drew, you're a hater. Okay. I don't like Fury, but did he win the arbitration though? And here we are. Did ESPN ever mention the arbitration? And now that he's won the arbitration, watch this. Now that he's won the arbitration, they're mad. They're mad at Tyson Fury signing a legally binding contract. They're mad at him for getting what's owed to him. What fucking what planet am I on? This can't be Earth. This can't be real life. Makes you wonder if the roles were reversed and Deontay battered this guy to a pulp with floppy gloves and everything else. If Deontay's gloves were altered in any way, he'd have killed him in the ring. For real, he would have. But never mind that. And if Deontay was trying to get out of a contract, this media, every day, every week, somebody would be mentioning Wilder trying to duck a third fight with Tyson Fury. And they'd be bringing up how this man conquered his struggles with drugs, something that he said he didn't have. Remember that? This guy has lied and lied and lied all the way up to 24 hours before the arbitration ruling came about. He lied all the way up to the final finish line. And nobody's mad at him for lying. Nobody. Eddie Hearn pointing fingers. Frank Warren pointing fingers. And nobody's saying, yo, look, man, Fury lied to us, man. Nobody is saying that. They're mad at Deontay for getting what he's contractually owed. It'd be different if he was saying, yo, look, man, I want a third fight. Well, we didn't agree to that. Well, if it's not in writing, documentation beats conversation. It's not in writing. So you got to wait. This wouldn't even be an argument. We probably would be talking about Charles Martin or Andy Ruiz. American media is mad at the former American champion for winning a legal battle that he was supposed to win anyway. What? You got Stephen A. Snitch talking about, hey man, that's how it's done. You need to step aside. You need to let this go. Stephen, how about you stop talking about boxing? You got former NBA player problems. Okay, dude? Shut your effing mouth. You don't know anything about boxing. I will get on. Dude, I will body you. Especially in this conversation. You are a company man and you are paid. You are paid to share an opinion that you don't even believe. Stephen A. Snitch. You are paid what to think. How dare you? How dare you backstab your brother? How dare you? So as you can see, family, we got problems outside of us and inside of us. There's no reason why Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward should be hating on Deontay Wilder, especially since they went through what they went through. Yeah, they can ignore it and they can say, hey, I don't care. I got millions of dollars in the bank. Don't care. Whether you like it or not, we helped you because it was the right thing to do. We didn't do it only because you was black. We did it because it was the right thing to do. You guys was being disrespected in the media. And we didn't stand for it. Now, you could say, Andre, you could say that, oh, but I didn't ask for your help. F you, you didn't. But we did it because it was the right thing to do. You know how many times I had to help somebody in the street on my old job? And I'm like, yo, this dude, man, or this chick, man. But I had a job to do. I can't let this happen to them. I did it because it was the right thing to do. It's called morals. And I don't care I don't care who you worship. You got to have some sort of morals. You guys are jerks. And y'all know what's happening in Deontay Wilder. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Stephen A. Snitch, you have enough of a fan following where you could leave ESPN and do your own. I think you have your own podcast. You would get more respect keeping it honest. But if you really feel that way, that's a sad state of affairs, Stephen A. Snitch. Do you believe your own nonsense? Because that's nonsense. Was that you talking or was that ESPN talking? Was that you talking? Or was that job security talking? Was that $1 million contract? Because they like you. Because they think that's how we talk. Oh, no. What you need to do, Deontay, is take a back seat. Let it happen. I'm telling you, brother, that's how it's done. Is that you talking? Your boss, ask your boss, is that how you think we talk on the block? Stephen A. Snitch? I know you know better than that. I know you know better than that. I watched you defend Floyd Mayweather against Skip Brainless for the time that he was there until he decided to get a bag somewhere else. I watched you defend Floyd. How are you defending Floyd and not defending Deontay Wilder? How? How many times did Stephen A. Snitch talk about the good that Deontay has done? Multi-millionaire going down there and walking against black violence with Mike Brown. He didn't do that for a stroke. He didn't make no announcement I'm going down there to protest. He just went in and did it. Did Floyd go? Did Andre Ward go? Deontay went. And when he went, I went on social media and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm glad he went. And I'm reading the comments. Oh, he's doing it just for clout. He's doing it to be recognized because no one knows who he is. Did your favorite athlete go down there and protest? Stephen A. Snitch, Spirit of Ogun, and that super chat. Much love and appreciation. She said that's why the brother Kwame Brown G-checked him. Yeah, you see? And you see, that's what I'm saying. He got Kwame Brown problems. So I really shouldn't care about what this clown says because he don't know anything about boxing. Watching him and Skip Brainless debate over Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather was disgusting. Or Skip Brainless would say, oh, I know boxing. I was at Marvin Hagler versus Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't care. You was there. I saw it on TV. I don't care. Shut up. How about this? How about this? Don't tell me you're a Mike Tyson fan and you hate Deontay Wilder. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. I didn't even need to put Mike Tyson in here. America's favorite athletic train wreck. They only loved him when he started talking crazy. Deontay Wilder hasn't done anything wrong in this scenario. He's done nothing wrong. You got Kevin Iole and Coppinger fighting with him on Twitter right now. They're looking for ways. They're asking each other, yo, how does Tyson get out of this? Because they want to see him fight AJ. American writers want to see him fight AJ. Now all of a sudden, the American judicial system failed. It failed because y'all not getting what y'all want. They're not getting on there saying, yeah, well, I would like to have seen it, but it's the judicial system. He has to honor the contract. So maybe when he batters around Deontay again, we can finally get what we wanted. Guess what? Newsflash. You probably could have got your wish if he honored his contract back in December. Y'all didn't say anything. Are y'all American or what? Do you honor the system or what? When the system works in your favor, you love it. When it works against your core beliefs, you can't stand it. Like when a cop goes to jail for killing a black man. You hate it, you question it, or you just don't say anything about it. When a cop goes to prison, though, you want to sneak this. Oh, well, Blue Lives Matter, and, cops have a tough job, and, I understand the person died. I understand he only had a pair of keys in his hand. I understand all of that, but, they have a rough job, and shut up! Cognitive dissonance. All it means is your core beliefs, no matter what the scenario is, your core beliefs do not permit you to believe what you're seeing with your own two eyes. Eddie Hearn fans, Fury fans, this man has lied to you since last February, all the way through June. To June. Salute to Pete Davenport. He says, I hope DW only shout out the LDBC and true fans and fans in this chat. I'll tell the announcers, don't say representing America's. Yo, bro, you right. And trust me when I tell you he's listening and he's reading. Trust me. He don't mess with them. He don't. This man has lied and lied and lied and lied. So much to the fact where now we got to deal with this. AJ, the world now sees you for the fraud you are. You've let boxing down. You lied to the fans and led them on. Use my name for clout, not a fight. Of course he did. Bring me any championship fighter who can handle their business correctly. Well, the problem is, and I bigged you up, Anthony Joshua. I didn't want to go there with you, but, you know, I can't, like, not do it. I didn't do it in my short video yesterday. But the problem here, AJ, is dumbass. 2018, a certain fighter said, don't wait, make the date. Send me $50 million and we'll sign the fight tomorrow. Check your email. I won't sell my soul for $50 million. But right here, he says, bring me any championship fighter who can handle their business correctly. It was correct in 2018, bro. You blew it. But now, this clown, right, responds. Anthony Joshua, you're more full of ish than Eddie. Spouting absolute shite. Your full team knew there was an arbitration going on. Well, brother, so did you because you was involved. It was out of my hands. So why are you announcing August 14th? But I tell you what, if I'm a fraud, let's fight this weekend bare knuckles till one man quits. Let's put up 20 mil each. Dude, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Now he's talking slick. Now he wants to fight bare knuckles. Y'all have been playing ball in the street and you beating someone so bad. Now dude get all hype, want to take his shirt off. Oh, no, I got you right now. He don't take his shirt off. Like, bro, it's 70 degrees outside. You're going to get pneumonia. Bottom line is you losing. And he mad. Fury's mad. What he just told AJ right here, we knew already. Your full team knew that there was an arbitration going on. Duh. AJ was quiet the whole time. Dude, you were the one talking. You were the one talking. You were the one saying you spoke to Arabian princes and the fight's happening on August 14th. You said that. AJ ain't say a word until after Monday. Like I've been telling all these jerks, wait till Monday. Then we could talk. And now we talking. Time reveals all truth. And what has Deontay met with? Sergio Mora, another media, a former fighter / media guy. Team Wilder has successfully belt blocked the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Block Squad. The Latin Snake. Hashtag the Latin Snake. Well, brother, that name fits you perfectly. You snake. You snake. Salute to Syria. Don't hurt them, Giant. They hurting themselves, man. They giving me ish to talk about. The Latin Snake. Fits you perfectly. Now y'all mad that Undisputed is blocked? Now y'all mad? What happened in 2018? Where was this energy when Deontay was trying to get the fight done? Came up with $50 million. Eddie Hearn never said the money ain't exist. And then when he said it exists, what did Eddie Hearn say? Let's see proof of funds. Remember that? And then we had to deal with a week of that crap. Oh, they got some guy from Alabama ain't got $50 million. I said he might not. You think Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel can't come up with it or know some people that are willing to invest in it? They can. Y'all remember the Instagram post? Check your email. I'll do you one better. Eddie Hearn says, we saw we saw the offer. It was substantial, but there's some things we have to work out. Remember that? All of that happened since 2018. We're in 2021 now. And what I was saying back then is, I said, look, these brothers need to fight now. You know why? This is boxing. I said any one of these guys could lose in between that. This is heavyweight boxing. Now, AJ comes to my city and gets whacked around the ring. He lost. Got the belt back, but he lost. Here's another thing. AJ lost on Saturday. They wanted him back in the ring that Sunday. Rematch. Two-time. Rematch. Deontay Wilder loses under suspect circumstances, the same suspect circumstances that AJ lost under, but that's a whole, I already did a show about that. Check my timeline. Yes, I believe both of them were poisoned. He loses. Now they want him to retire. So AJ, get your belt back. Wilder needs to retire. The American media never crucified Bob Arum and Fury for trying to get out that contract. They never said anything. Who said anything about it? Us. You know the media that they tell you that's fake? Oh, the YouTube guys. Well, guess what? You think D's gonna ever do an interview with ESPN? Ever? Ever? Stephen A. Snitch, talk to me about the mother effing arbitration. You can't. You know why? Because it's over now, D1. And now you want to tell him to step aside? Did you say the same thing for AJ, who didn't look right in that fight, got knocked down several times? You did not once say, oh, well, his equilibrium must be off or something happened. He looks rattled. I don't think he should fight Andy right now. I think he should take some time off. Because for a second, Andy was the champion. And what did we say? We said, oh man, we can get undisputed right now. Remember that? We can get undisputed right now. Remember that? We can get it right now. Now, what if Andy Ruiz said, you know what? No, I want to try to be undisputed, man. I got to hit up Deontay Wilder, man. F that. I got to try and be undisputed, man. Let me get a defense in first, man. No. You have a contractually binding rule right here. We have to get an immediate rematch. And Andy spent all year long trying to get out of that contract. It would be in the news every day, and they'd be calling Andy all kinds of fat pigs and cowards and everything else. Talk to me. That's right, Picasso. AJ even threatened to drop the belt to avoid Wilder. Don't forget that. Hey. AJ, you had your Negro wake-up call. Huh? Remember when you went to that rally in the UK and all you was promoting was black people should be supporting their own business like every other culture does? You wasn't at no rally talking about kill Whitey. You didn't say anything like that. You just say, yo, look, man, my brothers, bruv. You should be supporting your own businesses. We need to do that more. Now it's important for us to stick together more than ever now. They're killing people in America. They're killing black people in America. Did you check Instagram? Did you check Twitter? Did you see the hate that AJ got? Hey, bruv, did you see the hate that you got after that? Oh, I hope you get knocked on your arse next fight. Do you understand now, AJ? I think you get it now, bro. I did a meme about that. I got D looking at AJ. Hey, man, do you understand now? I think I get it now, bruv. Yeah. I'll show it tomorrow. Yeah, AJ. Yeah. Deontay Wilder is dealing with the American media. He's dealing with the hatred from fans. All of a sudden, they don't have no faith in the judicial system. I can't believe the media is mad at Tyson Fury losing this arbitration. Go look at Twitter. Go look at what these guys are saying. You're mad that the American champion is not getting what he legally has a right to? Doesn't that sound familiar? Is that not what we go through all the time? Wait a minute. My relative gets shot by the police for just going to the store, and it was and their response is basically, oops, we thought he or she had a gun. We asked him or her to raise his hands, and I saw an object and I shot him in the face. Not send a mass, shot him in the face. Boom. Now they're dead. And it's like, oops. And their justification is they have a hard job. This guy's under stress. You live in a bad neighborhood. Sorry. But take this $1 million. That's what my relative's life is worth? Okay. Good job. Deontay Wilder had a binding contract that this guy tried to escape. And all of a sudden, it's a problem that he wins? It's a problem? Hey, Andre. Hey, Floyd. Does any of this look familiar to you? Y'all not even speaking up for this guy? And then when they say black people don't stick together, that part. 3 different fighters. 3 different ideologies about life. Three different personality types, and they all get treated the same way. The media mistreated Floyd. They mistreated Andre Ward, and they're mistreating Deontay. 3 different men, 3 different fighters, same treatment. You don't hear anything about Kovalev. You don't hear anything about Tyson Fury, unless it's good, the way they turn it. And everyone that Floyd beat gets discredited. Ricky Hatton was too small. Remember that? Shouldn't have fought him. Floyd ain't fight nobody. He fought everybody. What are you talking about? Well, he ain't fight Pacquiao. He fight him and beat him now. Oh, he ran all night. Man, shut up. And we were here for quality control like we're here right now. That's why we're important. That's why the LDBC is important. Quality control. Take it how you want to take it. I don't care. Want to believe liars and woman beaters and dog kickers? Go ahead. They have the complexion for the protection. But as long as I'm here, I'm going to talk about what's right. Defending Floyd Mayweather's career was right. Defending Andre Ward's career was right. Defending Deontay Wilder's career is right. And defending his integrity as a black man is the right thing to do because he hasn't done anything wrong. Andre Ward didn't do anything wrong. Floyd, he did something wrong and he went to prison for it and came out. He served his time. This is America, land of second chances. The purpose of prison is to reform and rehabilitate. He went in, he came out. That's it. Don't harp on it. Stay on code. Stop it. Because they are on code. The American media is on code. This is war. If y'all didn't know, this is war. This is war. Prove me wrong. I'm sorry, man. The general's on, man. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'll see y'all Sunday. Move!